everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wk2 Steelers going up against Stafford's Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Second down following the run. To throw is Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that.
And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. So Stafford forced to depart. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
Back line out, Philly. Here we go. Let's go. Blue, landing. Blue. All right, now, look at 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the...
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Benjamin with it over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 28. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Time running out here on the play clock. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin as the Lions are... Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now a handoff looking right. Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And some room to roam now. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Robert Kimdichie's pro day workout, I know it was only shorts, but that's about as good a workout I've seen from a defensive lineman in a long time. Incredible speed, quickness, and power all on display, and he used every bit of that to make that play.
He was such an athlete coming out of high school. I remember calling his bowl game in 2013 in Nashville. They lined him up and handed him the football as a running back. Well, not really a running back, a fullback, but he can just do a lot of things.
No doubt about it. The consensus #1 player in high school when he opted to go to Ole Miss.
Give him 30 yards there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And some room to maneuver. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Now a handoff looking right. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Now they try the right side here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right near the 39. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. And Tate's got it. And some space here. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the wideout in motion. On third down, Roethlisberger. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A nice gain at 21 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Stafford on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. You folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Play action. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Right there around the 35-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a handoff looking right. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
In motion comes the tight end left. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. The play clock's running down.
Hey, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And down he'll go at the 25. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning away. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
No. Check. Patriots.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And the D looking like they may blitz. Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wheeler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Steelers. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he is knocked down from the side. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Lions on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down and 4.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Roethlisberger will throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Room to run past midfield. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And he's able to put it through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Lions on third down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Wheeler. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
These two. Switch. 4 down. Slam. Middle. Tight go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. It's a 4-yard pickup there. And it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now they try the right side here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Stafford here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wheeler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back to throw, Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tease Tabor. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. they're able to up the lead by one more. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third down and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he bowls over it. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line,
it got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball.
And now the rookie's free. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.